I have an extraordinary quilt for you today in this episode of Lessons from an Old Quilt. This is an amazing 2-color quilt, and oh, I can't wait to share it. But first, my name is Chris O'Neill from Sew the Distance. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started talking about this beauty. So first, let me tell you how I got this quilt. A viewer sent it to me last year. Her name is Janice Mastroinanni. I think I'm saying that right. Hopefully I am. She sent me this incredible quilt, and I was so grateful for receiving it, and anytime anybody sends me quilts, I'm just so grateful. Janice shared with me that she purchased this at an antique shop, and she purchased just the top and fell in love with it, wanted to save it, and took it home, basted it, put a backing, batting, the whole thing, and started to hand quilt it and kind of put it away like we've all done, and never really got back into it. She passed it along to me because she knew I would save it and love it, and I do. It's so incredible. So she purchased it the quilt top about 20 years ago. She thinks 15 to 20 years ago. I looked up this blueprint fabric, and I'm having a little bit of trouble dating it. I see this print showing up in the 1940s and 1950s, but I'm also seeing it showing up in the 1970s and 1980s. So I'm not sure when this quilt top was made, but it doesn't really matter because it's incredible. It is all hand pieced, and wait till you see these blocks. It blows my mind. These tiny pieces and how wonderfully quilted, and then the applique. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's get started taking a closer look at this beauty. So in researching this, I tried to find this pattern, and I struggled to find this exact thing. I did find some that were similar, but nothing exactly like this. So if you happen to know the name of this pattern, I would love to know. So let me break it down for you so we can get a good idea of how this is made. First of all, there are 12 of these blocks, and what I'm calling a block, let's see if we can get it outlined for you. Oh boy, let me grab some more. Okay, here we go. So this is the block. It is 16 inches square. Now this particular block is made up of smaller blocks, so let's look at that. So we have 4 16 patches, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then we have this one in the middle, which I believe this is called building blocks. I'm not sure of the actual name of it, but or crossing or something. Anyway, there's this in the middle. And then these units, there's 4 of these also. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So when you put it all together, you get this incredible, incredible block that's so beautiful. Now you can see there's some strings on here. That's because it is basted already, which we'll get into when we talk about the quilting. But it is hand pieced. These little guys, these little squares measure at 1 inch by 1 inch, itty bitty. So imagine all these pieces together. Oh. And then just the blue and white together. Oh, I love this so much. So let's take a peek at the sashing. All right, so the sashing is here. It's 4.5 inches wide. And in the sashing, the maker took the same repeated block from in the block, the 16 patch, and put it as the cornerstones. So it gives this wonderful look of coming through the quilt. But if you notice, it's blue here, white, 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 blue. So it even adds more interest. However, on this side, it's blue, 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 all the way up through. So we get that path, but this way it's a little interrupted with the white. That's okay, because it gives it a really cool look. I love that. So we have 12 of these 16-inch blocks. We have the 4.5 inch sashing. And then the most incredible part are on 3 sides, not all 4, just 3. We have applique. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? This is needle turn applique, also done by hand. We see this is on the bias, the stems. So incredible. And then the owner, Janice, she hand quilted around this because, like I said, it wasn't quilted when she got it. It was just a quilt top. So she did do a lot of the hand quilting around this. There's a few blocks that are hand quilted too, but she didn't get it finished, which is fine because I hope to finish it. Now, like I said, this borders only on 3 sides. On the top, we don't see it. Well, this would be where, I guess, is my understanding, or what I would do, is the top of the bed. As far as condition, there is some staining. You can see that here. We see some marks just from age. that happens. There's a few places like that, but there aren't any holes or broken seams or anything like that that is concerning. It's just in pristine condition. The hand quilting's meticulous. It's incredible, such an incredible quilt. Now Janice is the one that put the backing on, and you can see her beautiful hand quilting here. Now this is, I think, a sheet. I'll have to ask her, but I'm pretty sure it's a sheet on the back. It is cotton, however. And then she just wrapped it around and tacked it down while she's hand quilting, which is very typical. I love that it's already thread basted. It's ready to go. I just need to learn how to hand quilt so I can finish this beauty. It's just such an incredible quilt with the two colors. I love it so much, and I'm so grateful she sent this to me. Okay, so let's talk about lessons. The first one is the two color quilts. We have so many varieties out there now. We can put so many colors. We have the charm packs and jelly rolls and all the wonderful pre-cuts, and everything goes together. But sometimes that classic two color quilt, you just can't beat it. It's so beautiful, and this one is no exception. I love it so much, and I think that's something we can learn as makers, is to maybe look at some favorite fabrics we have and just do a two color quilt. Now, one thing that makes this work is the small scale print, which is really nice. I mean, you can do it with bigger print, but I love that small scale with the white in it, so you have that white and blue consistency throughout. But you could do anything you want, because you're allowed to do whatever you want with quilts. It's just something to think about and something we can learn from this maker. The second thing is bringing multiple blocks together. Like I said, I can't find the exact block. It may have been a pattern. It may be that the maker made up this pattern. Either way, it's fun to bring several blocks together to build a bigger block. And those giant blocks are so nice too. Having the extra large blocks are fun to work with as well, even though there's a lot of little pieces in this. The next thing we can learn is about those cornerstones. I love seeing pieced cornerstones. And when we talk about a cornerstone, just in case you don't know, we have the sashing, which are the bars of fabric that go between blocks, and the cornerstones are in the center of that, where they all intersect. Adding those pieced cornerstones really makes the consistency of that path or the pattern just continue from one block to another. And it's a great idea as quilters, something we can do too. And I just realized, oh, my notes are sitting here behind me. Oh well, anyway, so I think that was the three things. Combining the blocks, the two color quilts, and the cornerstones were the three things that I wanted to talk about. I do go into more detail on my blog, check it out, and I'll put a link in the first comment so you can see that and you can kind of get an idea of some other ideas, and even look at this with pictures that are stagnant on the blog too if you want to. Again, I want to thank Janice. It's been such a pleasure to receive this quilt. It's beautiful and love it. I promise to take really good care of it too. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.